Hi Taurus, here's your horoscope for April 2024, brought to you by planetswithin.com. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, there is a very important month ahead. This is because we have a solar eclipse this month in the sign of Aries, which is the sign before yours, in the 12th house, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But we also have your ruler Venus that's going to be switching signs and going into Aries as well. And then Venus, towards the end of the month, will enter your sign. So what does this all mean? We begin the month where you're basically reflecting upon what it is that you want to accomplish. Maybe you're working from behind the scenes. Maybe you're working with a community or a group or an organization. Maybe you're doing something with marketing, technology, because Venus, your ruler, is in Pisces. We also have Mars, Saturn, and Neptune, all in the sign of Pisces in the 11th house. So this is using your creativity and your imagination to focus on the future. And maybe you're working on some creative projects, maybe some technical projects, and marketing would fall under this umbrella as well. And so you're maybe collaborating with others because Venus is in Pisces, so you're willing to give and connect. The sun is going through Aries right now in the 12th house, so you're definitely spending either more time by yourself or more of in a reflective, spiritual place. But notice Jupiter is still in Taurus, and they're getting closer. He's getting closer and closer to Uranus. They're basically conjunct at this time. And this month we have a very favorable alignment between Jupiter and Uranus right here in the first house of identity and self. So this could be some major activity taking place here that's going to be very important to many of you. Reinventing yourself, getting a lot more attention, recognition for something you've done. Maybe there are sudden surprises in the mix. Feeling great, having premonitions. All of this stuff falls under this umbrella with this huge alignment on the 20th. So we'll keep an eye on that too, and I'll get to that in a minute. But as we start off the month, we have this Mercury going retrograde right here, stationary position before it goes retrograde, right as we begin the month. So again, this is about the past. This is about reviewing. This is about, it's in the 12th house. So it's spirituality. It's doing something from the past or a situation from the past that needs something to be taken care of. Now, it will be retrograding back towards Chiron right here, which is the wounded healer. So maybe there's something going on with a medical procedure or something that you have to take care of with your health. Again, this reading is very general. It's an overview for everyone who has a sun sign Taurus or has a rising sign in Taurus. Again, it has to be very general because I don't have everybody's birthday and birth chart. Everyone's different. So, but generally speaking, Mercury is going to be here and is going to go through some sort of healing process or realization process or something where help is needed or teaching is needed. This is all going to be part of this Mercury going retrograde. Now, it will stay retrograde all the way until the 25th of April. And so to give you plenty of time to reflect, to work on things, to heal, whatever it is that you have going on in your life. Okay? And so the beginning of the month, you're feeling a little bit more motivated because of, these 4 planets. But when Mercury slows down, there's a nostalgic feeling. There's a motivation that is to just appreciate and realize, okay? But I would say keep going because, remember, Jupiter and Uranus are still in the first house of identity and self, motivating you greatly. So this is not a time to do nothing. It's more of a time to reflect and then do what you can. That's how I would view this. Now, Venus, your ruler, enters the sign of Aries on the 5th right here. Now, Venus in Aries is definitely a little stronger than Venus in Pisces. So the motivation is going to be self-directed. It's going to give you motivation, no doubt about it, because it's a fire sign. But of course, Venus, again, is not in a great position in Aries because Venus is about gentle and partnerships and wanting things to be softer. And Aries is about, let's push through. Let's go do this. Let's go get, go into some sort of conflict mode. So what I'm getting at is the energy is going to motivate you to do stuff, maybe from behind the scenes. You're feeling creative. You're connecting with people behind the scenes. There's a push, there's a drive to get things done. But you might find yourself, doing things by yourself because Aries represents the self, okay? So I would say it's a great time, the beginning of the month of April, to do things by yourself, like hiking or going to the gym, or spending a quiet meal by yourself. And reflecting and working hard on things that you want to accomplish. Remember, Mercury's retrograde, now Venus is in Aries, all in the 12th house of spirituality. This is also the house of limitations. So, we feel limited, or like we can't get things done fast enough, or stuff like that. So keep an eye on that. Again, it's just a cycle, and understand its purpose as well. Now, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries on the 8th is also very important, because this is going to highlight the sign of Aries. It'll be at 19 degrees of Aries, so wherever this is in your actual birth chart, that's the area that gets lit up. But generally speaking, for Taurus and Taurus rising, it is still in the 12th house. And so what this is suggesting is you reinventing yourself in some way, where you're seen in a bigger way. Maybe you're starting a new spiritual practice. Maybe there's something to do with your physical appearance or health that needs to be addressed, because the 12th house and the 6th house both represent health matters. And so Aries represents the head, anything to do with the head, the face, the teeth, anything to do with that. Maybe you're changing your appearance. Maybe you're changing your hairstyle. Thinking about changing your clothing, but the 12th house is a doorway to the past, but it's also a time to reinvent yourself, especially when we go into Aries season, the second half of this month, and into the month of May. So it's like you're preparing for something. You're shedding the old you. You're looking at things in a different perspective. That's what this new solar eclipse moon is suggesting. So this is going to be very active all the way through the rest of the year. Eclipses can take 6 months up to a year to manifest themselves. So you are slowly building, you're slowly working from behind the scenes, you're slowly transforming, and you've got this new spiritual outlook on life. Not that you didn't before, but now you have a bigger one, of great importance, of recognition, of realization. And this is all falls under the umbrella of Aries. And so, as we can see here, your ruler is still in Aries. We have all this Aries energy. So it's about self. It's about self-healing. It's about self-directing. It's empowering yourself from the inside out. Okay, that's how I would view this. Okay, so motivate yourself to do what you can, whether it's working with the public or reinventing yourself in some way. This is all going to be important. The ruler of this eclipse is Mars right here. It's in Pisces. So working with the community, working with others, building a community, doing something with technology. This is all under the umbrella. Establishing a new foundation. Mars conjuncting Saturn. Establishing a new foundation, a new organization. This is all part of this umbrella. So this will all be very important in the coming months. So keep this in mind. I don't see this as anything, terribly, overly important or concerning. But anytime we have a solar eclipse, it's always a doorway that opens up that we need to pay attention to. Now, everything starts to change once the sun enters Taurus on the 19th. So here it is right there. And so this is a very, very important time, because not only is the sun going through your sign, now we have the conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus. So you're getting a lot more attention. People are noticing you. Your energy is definitely going up. So this is a very good time to get your projects done. The motivation should be there. The drive. If you're wanting to make more money, absolutely go after it. Make it happen. If it's about changing your appearance, absolutely do the best you can, because you've got the power of Jupiter and Uranus here. And so I would suggest listening to your intuition, because Jupiter and Uranus are both visionaries of the zodiac. And with the sun now going through the first house, which is also a very visionary, you are starting to see the potential, the possibilities in the near future. And everything is very psychic at this time. So spend some time by yourself listening to that inner voice, that higher consciousness. This is a golden opportunity this year, if you're a Taurus rising, to really change the way you see yourself and how others see you as well. Okay, very important time. And so this is really a monumental time for anyone who's a Taurus rising, because of Uranus, because of Jupiter, you see. And then the amplification of the sun in Taurus continues to amplify that, shines a giant light, a giant spotlight on you and your skills and your abilities. So go and do something that makes a difference, that is rewarding to you in some way. The full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd and to the 24th is going to be at 4 degrees of Scorpio, which is your opposite sign. So maybe you have a project that's coming and it's finishing up, or maybe you have a partnership that you have to reevaluate and really look at. It's going to be squaring Pluto up here in the 10th house. So this could be a very, I don't want to say tough, but there's going to be a lot of pressure here, having to do with career and recognition and notoriety. Maybe you're under pressure with a project and you're working with other people, and so there's a lot of stress involved, or there's a lot of a bit of challenges, or a misunderstanding at some point. Whatever it is, you're definitely getting a lot more attention. But if there's a personal relationship that's not working for you, it may be time for you to let go of it, or change it, or come to some sort of realization that it's not working. So keep that in mind as well. It could be a job, it could be a person, it could be a situation. So keep that in mind. Mercury goes direct on the 25th. Right there, it's in stationary position. Now there could be some clarification and realizations that come into being. And so now, I mean, the ball is in your court this month, Taurus. Absolutely. Look at the conjunction there. The sun, now Mercury coming out of its retrograde mode. But wait, there's more. We also have on the 29th Venus entering Taurus right there. So talk about getting a lot of attention. Talk about recognition. Talk about making money. Talk about changing your appearance. Talking about being appealing to others in some way. This is humongous and monumental. So whatever you're working on, whether it's your, attracting people with your business, or wanting to get a promotion in your job, or, find a mate, whatever. This is going to be very strong, very powerful energy that's coming in for many of you. So I would say take advantage of this energy, in whatever way you see fit. Remember, you have the free will. This is just giving you an idea of the areas that are being lit up, you see. Anyway, do the best you can, because this is a very important month for many of you. So take advantage of opportunities, make it happen, and reinvent yourself. That's my message here, Taurus. So do the best you can, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.